Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. So every new league brings new Divination cards, 3.15 was no different, and Costly Curio is one of my favourite ones from recent leagues. Every league there's a couple of high variance Divination cards, they tend to be among my favourite to turn in, and Costly Curio is perfectly in that vein. So this is a set of 6 cards, and to the best of my knowledge it appears from maps that are occupied by Conquerors of the Atlas. I'm not 100% certain of that. The only one I've got on video dropping was one that I had in a relic chambers that was occupied by one of the Conquerors. But it seems to be that. That seems to be the pattern from asking other people. You will get an item which is unique. It's a unique item that can be created with a chance orb. Always a unique item that's chanceable, and it will have 2 influence types on it. So if you get lucky, you might get a Shaper and Crusader influenced Headhunter. If you're slightly less lucky, you might get a Shaper and Elder-influenced Worm's Molt. These Divination cards, like this one, they generally respect the rarity of the unique. So for instance, with Rizlatha's Coil being about 3 times rarer than Chevron's Wrappings in normal gameplay, you would expect that a double-influenced Rizlatha's Coil will be about 3 times rarer than a double-influenced Chevron's Wrappings from this. And likewise, Chevron's Wrappings about 3 times as common as Soul Mantle about 3 times as common as Tabula Rasa. So, let's stop talking about it and start turning these in. First one, and we have Gordrill, which is one of the common and bad uniques. It is Elder and Warlord influenced. This has basically no use at all. This is just a meme trophy and is a bunch of Chaos Orbs down the toilet. Foxshade with double influence is interesting. This item, I think its prophesized upgrade is pretty good from memory. I need to check that to be certain, but that may be something that someone wants if I'm correct on that. Cloak of Flame is not a bad item. This one, it's also not a particularly great one either. Is good enough to use maybe. If anyone is actually playing with this, then they're probably going to want this bling version of it, but it's not something fantastic. Terran Shiver, unfortunately, just has aged like milk. The item's stats are just not anywhere near what modern-day power creep is given to current weapons. Wings of Entropy is another example of an item that has aged like milk. Just simply doesn't have the power for the modern game. So many better options. Ice Tomb is another example of an item that has aged like milk. So far we've got 6 boxes of rocks, and we've got a Relentless Fury as well, which is another box of rocks. I'm going to need to get myself a little bit of space here, dropping off stuff in the stash at this point. And then we'll go and collect that last one that we just turned in. And then we just have 3 left. We haven't had anything good yet. Praxis is a genuinely good item. No material benefit to it being double influenced here. That is Crusader and Hunter. This is just one of those items that has genuine uses, but it's more used as a leveling item, and people don't usually bling out their leveling items. So 2 more chances. Broken Crown is unfortunately not very good at all. And although it just looks amazing, like you can see, there's something about anything that is Shaper plus Crusader influenced. They tend to look amazing, as well as the Crusader and Warlord influence on Relentless Fury. Like, that looks absolutely amazing as well. Last Costly Curio gives us a Razor of the Seventh Sun. Now, this one I feel, I have to check the history of this item, but from memory, this might be one of the items that used to belong to the Elder Guardians as a boss exclusive drop, and then that was changed a little while ago.
I will see.
But I think that's the case. I'm not sure of that. In any case, it's not a particularly great item or anything like it. And so it looks like we got 10 boxes of rocks here. Nothing here that I would call a win, but there's a bunch of things that just look really cool. And that's basically what we're doing here. So essentially, we just flushed some currency down the toilet. How much did I pay for those Divination cards? The vast majority of them I was picking up for 3 chaos. Or maybe not actually the vast majority. Most of them I was getting for 3 chaos. But then because I bought so many copies of the card, I started pushing the price up. And towards the end, I had to buy the last 22 of them for 8 chaos each. So I think I probably paid an average of 6 chaos 5.5 per card. 5.5, maybe 5 chaos per card. So if we call it 5 chaos per card, I think we have just flushed 300 chaos down the loo. Anyways, it was a bit of fun, and I think I will leave it there. May you have better luck with this Divination card than I have, and I will see you in the next one.